Hello friends, this is the Cryptonian taking a look at Bitcoin. It is North American East Coast time. It's Monday at about 2 p.m. in the afternoon. And I really haven't made a video because we're just grinding out this bottom here this past few weeks. It's slow going, and this is reminiscent of last summer where we had the creek, low volatility before a huge move to the upside. So that being said, let's take a look here. We see that we do have a break of this structure, this channel that I was talking about. The white line up here is the upper resistance of this channel, and the lower white line here is the support of this channel. And we just not very long ago broke the resistance on this channel. This is the weekly chart now, and we are just moving much lower. We did break the 100 daily moving average as well, and although we are still on the weekly above the 200 daily moving average in the red, so this is a good sign. So where could we be going from here? Now we've broken this support of the channel, and I said watch for that break. And if we break that, then we're going to start testing these lower levels. I had two levels that I pointed out for you in the previous videos, 34.5 and 33.1, and we've broken both of those so far. So the next level to watch for is going to be 29.8, 29.9K. And if that breaks, then it's potentially going to get ugly. And the next, in my opinion, the next support area excuse me, for Bitcoin, if we break that 30K, is going to be 24,900 or 25,000 right here, and that coincides with the 200 daily moving average. I'm not saying that we're going to reach that just yet, but it is on the table. It is possible, so be very aware. You can see here where we've had tons of selling here over the past few weeks, and but the good news is, look at this. We are at oversold on the weekly. This is something special. Now we have not had this happen very often. So we can see when we've had the oversold levels on the weekly at this point here, we had a nice bounce to the upside, and that started that channel. And then if we go back even further, this area here was right at the oversold levels on the weekly where we are now, and then we had a bottom here and we went up from there, and that's when we made a higher high. So, and then prior to that is, let's see, let's move over here. Excuse me. Prior to that, the time that we saw this kind of a low, this type of RSI on the weekly was here. And this is the March 2020 capitulation event here that coincides with, you know, the pandemic. So and then from there we had a slow start, but we grinded higher from there. So look, this can either be a pain point for you. You have a choice, right? Excuse me. You can see this as destruction, or you can see this as an opportunity. And I choose to see this as an opportunity. Now, when we take a look at the crypto fear and greed index, we are at 11, and we have not been at 11 very often. And so, you know, when we get down to these levels of fear, usually there's some type of a strong reaction, some type of a bottom that develops, or a temporary bounce that develops in this area usually. So that being said, I see this as a time of opportunity. I see this as a time where you can either dollar cost average, or you can you know, decide to build a position. But or you could just wait until we have a momentum shift. Okay. Now, this is not investment advice. I'm not giving investment advice. I'm not an advisor, but uh, I've seen this type of capitulation before. And although this is a bit worse as far as sentiment, and as far as the length of time that we have actually been in this capitulation. Okay, but we've seen something similar back here. All right, although the drop was more severe and was quicker, right? But when you take a look at this area here, this was the creek on the lower time frames, and this is what this reminds me of here. What do I mean about the creek? Well, the creek is a low volatility grind to the downside, okay, and then shortly after that you have a nice huge push to the upside. You have what's called the spring. Now, I think that it's going to take a little bit of time for this to develop here, but I do think that this is an attractive price for a lot of large players, such as hedge funds and large whales, such as Michael Saylor, maybe Elon Musk, those individuals. So I see this as an opportunity. I'm going to be watching Bitcoin here closely to see any signs of momentum shift, any signs of support, and I'm going to be looking to take a position here once we find extreme capitulation and when we find some type of support here. So that being said, the RSI and Fisher obviously were negative. We're heading down, and that's normal until we find some type of a bottom or support. Stochastic is down here at 4. So stochastic is showing that we are oversold, and Fisher is now very close. It's on the line to entering the oversold area as well. So the time to make your money is when there's blood in the streets, and there's definitely definitely blood in the streets at this time. And so this, in my opinion, is a good time to start dollar cost averaging for the long term, building a position, or paying attention for some type of support and bounce. So I think a bottom is not far away. Are we going to break this 29 to 30K support level? Not really sure, but I don't have to know. All I have to do is pay attention to the chart and see the price action. You don't have to catch a bottom as well. You can wait for signs of support to come in. The main thing is you didn't have to catch the bottom back here last summer. All you had to do is be aware of when things started changing the momentum and be in the market when the momentum changed, right? So that being said, friends, I hope you're doing well. Be patient. A bottom's forming. Now, I did say in previous videos about sell in May and go away. Bitcoin does trade like a tech stock, and so CPI numbers are coming out next week, Wednesday, or excuse me, this week, Wednesday, a couple of days from now. So I don't think the market's going to be doing too much before Wednesday. But once Wednesday hits and the market digests the CPI numbers, then I think there's probably going to be some type of a reaction in the market. So look for that. But I think the bottom is probably pretty close. I think the bottom's probably around 30K. We could have a wick that goes down into the 20s real quick and then it gets bought up. But I do think that we're close to a bottom at this point, or major support. So that being said, now remember, if this 29 30K area fails, then 25K at the 200 daily moving average would definitely be a place where we would find the price being supported next. 200 daily moving average, I think, it would be a strong support area for Bitcoin. However, like I've said in previous video releases, is that the summer time, May is here, and the stock market usually sells off in May, and then there's very low activity in the markets throughout the summer. So we could see that this as being part of the slowdown before the summer, and capitulation for the market. A lot of big players taking profits, taking the money, and a lot of the smaller players getting shaken out. And this would be the reset during the summer before the next big cycle, which would be September moving into next year. So that being said, those that are diligent enough to and patient enough to build up positions during these times of capitulation, these times of extreme fear, these times of low volatility, and like the summertime, this is the time that when you build a position, when the market starts to uh, uh, go back up in a strong way next year, or in summer towards the end of this year, you'll be in a very, very, very nice position of profit. And so this is what I've done in the past, where I just dollar cost averaged. I averaged my position down throughout the slow time, throughout the capitulation phases, throughout extreme drops. That's when I was buying. I'm not buying yet. I'm not in the market yet. I am waiting, but I'm getting ready to enter the market not long from now. I do believe that we have some major support coming in. I do believe that this could be the major capitulation that we're looking for, and I do believe that that we could be seeing a bottom not long from now. So thank you for watching, friends. I hope you're doing well. Please be patient. This is all part of the process, and it's those that dollar cost average during these times, those that see these times as opportunity, those are the ones that make big profits when the market turns around. So again, not investment advice. I'm not giving investment advice. You need to do your own research, make your own decisions based on your own risk reward tolerance. And but I do like to see these times of extreme fear, these times of extreme capitulation, these times of extreme drops, because it's usually during these times where all the sellers that will sell, that are willing to sell, they sell now, right? I'm not saying that this is a time to sell. This is the worst time to sell, actually. But I'm saying that this is usually a point of max pain. Okay, here we're down in the 30s, friends. We're down in the 30s right now. 30,900 for Bitcoin. Yep, here we go, 30,900. So here's the max pain. We're starting to get stop loss triggered. People are starting to bow out of the market here, and extreme fear is hitting. So yeah, it's good. I love to see this, and I'm not trying to be mean to those that have lost money. I'm just letting you know that it's during these times that are the best times to purchase. These are the best times. Now, not right now, not this very moment when things are dropping, but once the price stabilizes and starts to show support, dollar cost averaging through these times. Okay, see, we're back up to 31,000 again. These times are the best times to build your positions and portfolios. Thank you, friends. We'll see you in the next video. Take care, and I hope you're doing well. I hope you're not in big losses. I hope you're on the sidelines and stable coins. That's the best place to be right now while things are dropping. But thank you, friends. We'll see you next time.